Right, today we are back and we are in the market town of Whitchurch here in Shropshire. It's not really a town I've really explored before. I've done walks around it and from it, but never around the town, so we'll go and see what we can find. Whitchurch is a market town in Shropshire. It lies 2 miles east of the Welsh border and 2 miles south of the Cheshire border. It was originally a settlement founded by the Romans about AD 52 to 70 called Mediolanum, which means midfield or middle of the plain. It stood on a major Roman road between Chester and Wroxeter. In 1066 it was called Westdeune, meaning West Farmstead. The town was granted a market charter in the 14th century. This is the Joyce building, and it's a testament to the town's rich history in clockmaking. Founded in 1690 by William Joyce, the building originally was located in Cockshut and was moved to Whitchurch High Street in 1790. The company specialised in long case and turret clocks. In 1834, Thomas Joyce started making large clocks for local churches and public buildings. The company known as J.B. Joyce also installed synchronous electric clocks in a number of railway stations, including Liverpool Lime Street. In 1904, the business moved here in Station Road. In 1964, Norman Joyce, the last member of the Joyce family, retired and sold the company to Smith of Derby. Their clocks were shipped worldwide and can be seen at the General Post Office in Sydney, the Clock Tower at St George's College in Uttarakhand, India, Custom House in Shanghai City, and City Hall in Cape Town and the Heritage Hall in Vancouver. St John's Methodist Church is the earliest Wesleyan Methodist congregation and began to meet around the middle of the 18th century. Small groups met privately in their homes, but by 1750 they met more openly in their first chapel, formerly an infant school. This was a building at the rear of two small cottages on Claypit Street. John Wesley preached in Whitchurch on the 18th of April 1781. By 1810, a new chapel was needed, and one was opened on July the 10th, 1810 in St Mary's Street. That chapel was replaced in 1879, and the chapel became an auctioneer's office, a post office, and is now home to the Heritage Centre. St John's Church was consecrated on the 24th of April, 1879, and was built from local Grinsill sandstone. This is the old Town Hall vaults, and it was built in the 1830s as a merchant house. When this house became a parlour pub, it was called the Back Street Inn and known locally as the Backies. When the street changed its name from Back Street to St Mary's Street, the inn's name was changed to the Corn Market Inn. In the 1880s, the pub's name was changed again to the Old Town Hall Vaults due to its impressive vaulted cellars. The pub has the only outside loos still in use in North Shropshire and the only listed loos in the country. The earliest record of a church on this site is 1089. This church was built in white stone, giving the name Whitechurch to the town. On the 31st of July 1711, the central tower of the medieval church, which dated from the 15th century, collapsed and the church had to be completely rebuilt. The new church was consecrated on the 8th of October 1712. And this church is probably the fourth on the site. The clock was made by J.B. Joyce of Whitchurch and dates from 1849. This was the Victoria Hotel, and it was originally known as the Red Lion Pub. Originally dating from the 18th century, the facade is 19th century. Inside was an assembly room and ballroom, and it was a notable establishment where stars like Ken Dodd and the Beatles stayed. In 2016, the hotel was converted into homes thanks to funding from Shropshire Council Empty Homes scheme. Now overlooking Jubilee Park. The park is located near the site of Whitchurch Castle. This is the White Bear, and it's believed to be the oldest pub in Whitchurch, and it dates back to around 1650. The pub's interior is made up of one room, although divided up into multiple areas with different floor types, and the walls are adorned with old pictures of Whitchurch. This is the old market. The property was originally built in 1781, being designed as a market hall on the ground floor with a town hall above. It served that purpose until 1877, when the Midland Bank Company took over the ground floor. There were numerous changes of use until 1917, when Barclays Bank took over the building. And it's now a cafe. The Bull's Head pub was first listed as a public house in 1827. The building of the Old Eagles pub dates back to the 14th century, when it was built as a house. It was remodelled in 1868 to become a coaching inn. Underneath the facade is a timber frame building, and the quality suggests it was built for a high-ranking resident and possibly used as a guild hall. When it changed to a coaching inn, it had 8 bedrooms and stables for 40 horses. Right, so I'm back at my car. Nice walk around Whitchurch there. Hope you enjoyed it. Some lovely buildings, really lovely, and a lot of history in the place. But this one was suggested in the comments by Ian of Ghost Quad. So thanks, Ian, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if there's somewhere that you'd like to see in the West Midlands, just drop me a comment and I'll do a walk around it. Right, see you soon.